Hey everyone, hope you're all doing well. I've been a little bit busy in the last few weeks. I've been working on this one movie I've been writing. It's a comedy, more on that later. So I haven't had time to make a new video. So I thought I'm gonna go back to my old YouTube channel that I had. I was gonna start a second channel originally, back like a year or two ago. I think it was last year. And I was gonna start uploading the type of videos I upload now. So I'm gonna take one of the videos I made before. It's about the Guardians of the Galaxy game that I believe was really cool, was really underrated. And bear in mind, some of these jokes are probably gonna be old or anything like that because it's from last year. The editing might be a little bit spotty. So yeah, with that being said, enjoy the video.
Look out!
What do you get when you mix some vibrant colors, some bomb-ass music, some great comedy, and superheroes with cool action sequences, plus space? You get the Guardians of the Galaxy.
Now I'm standing. You all happy? We're all standing up now. Bunch of jackasses standing in a circle.
I'm a huge fan of Marvel, and specifically the Guardians holds a special place in my heart because I just really enjoy all the movies and all it has to offer. So naturally, when I found out that there was a Guardians of the Galaxy game, I had to buy it.
Sir, here is a check with my name on it. Write down any number on this piece of paper and I will pay it.
And I can say with full confidence, this game definitely lived up to the expectations. Though unfortunately, as far as I know, there are no other planned spin-offs or sequels for this game, which is unfortunate because it was such a good game. The game itself has some really cool features that I really liked in this game. Some of the pretty cool features of this game itself are the fact that you have dialogue choices or action choices, which actually affect some of the outcomes in some cases or the cutscenes that you might get. This involves a really cool feature called the Huddle, where all your Guardian friends come with you. You sort of talk over the strategy a little bit, you give them some motivational words, and then you go back to the fight.
Oh, it's Superman!
As you walk around in the game, you can also find some pretty cool outfits in these little hidden places.
This is something else.
They are for all the Guardians, and there's actually a lot of them that you can find. Still haven't managed to find all of them, and I've played this game about 3 times throughout the story. Another thing you can find scattered around the world is the upgrade system from Rocket. Basically, there's going to be little parts here and there, like technology parts or whatever.
Tony Stark was able to build this in a cave with a box of scraps!
If you find them, you can save them up, and then Rocket can make some upgrades to your combat system or other systems that you have. The fighting itself is actually very fun, though I do have to mention, you only get to play as Star-Lord, but you can also give like commands to the other Guardians to make them do certain things. The fighting itself usually consists of you using your elemental guns.
I can control an element. Man, I promise you, if you say
the element of surprise,
I want to punch you in the face so bad right now.
Throughout the game, they actually level up. At first, you're mostly just doing regular blasts. Then eventually, you can use stuff like ice, fire, wind, and electricity. Like I said earlier, you can also command the Guardians to do certain things like cool moves or special abilities. Throughout the game, you can also explore different planets that you're on. You can walk around, take in the beauty of the game itself because it was really well developed. I really like the landscape of the game. It just looks really great. But you can also really fly around with the Milano on certain occasions, and you also get to combat with it.
Why'd you name that spot the poop deck? John, why'd you name it the poop deck? John.
I think it's about time that I actually introduce you to the Guardians. Number 1, we got the leader and the guy you play as, Peter Quill Star-Lord.
Are you mocking me? Are you mocking me? Stop it, you just didn't do it again. He's trying to copy me. Just stop.
Enough!
This is Chris Pratt.
And always be sure to keep the soap out of your ass!
Music enthusiast, a funny man, but he can be a bit foolish at times.
Oh! What's wrong with you?
Oh, I think I'm having a heart attack.
Why are we not helping him?
Groot. He is Groot. Rocket, a mean yet lovable intelligent raccoon that had a bunch of his science experiments to make him what he is. He does not like you calling him a raccoon.
Little 1-inch man saved us.
Well, if he got closer, I'm sure he'd be much larger.
Hey, that's how eyesight works, you stupid raccoon.
Don't call me a raccoon!
I'm sorry. I meant trash panda.
Is that better?
And he has the weapon arsenal and workshop skills to rival a small army.
He's gonna tear your ship a new one. A very big new one. I'm giving you to the count of 5. 5!
No!
No, no,
Wait, hold on. Rocket, it's me. For God's sakes, we figured it out. We're fine.
Oh, hey, Quill, what's going on?
Gamora, the daughter of Thanos, who she actually turned her back on, and is now dubbed the deadliest woman of the galaxy.
Some dumbbells.
You know you can't eat dumbbells, right?
It's like his muscles are made of Katati metal fibers.
Stop massaging his muscles.
Drax, Dave Bautista,
Give me what I want! I have famously huge turds.
a quite sneaky man with muscles on his muscles and an intelligent speaker, though he doesn't understand sarcasms, metaphors, or even some jokes for that matter.
That's when you...
Why would I put my finger on his throat?
Often grumpy. Now I'm going to condense the story as much as I can, so I'm going to leave out a lot of things. I am not doing it justice by actually telling you just this really quick summary of the game. You need to play it for yourself, experience the story for yourself, because it really was really cool. The game starts out with a little prologue of Peter Quill with his mom. You actually get more parts of this prologue throughout the story as you progress to learn what happened with Peter Quill and his mom. As Peter, you explore some sort of planet with Rocket and the rest of the other Guardians on the ship. It's on this planet where you learn the basic mechanisms of the game: running, jumping, the rocket boots, and of course, violence. Ow! It is on this planet that Rocket and Peter discover what seems to be an Infinity Stone. They don't know that. As they interact with it, a big destructive blob just appears out of it. Magus.
And I am officially back. Yes! Yes! Yes!
They actually don't know it's Magus, but more on that later. After kidnapping a llama, the Guardians reunite and take off, which allows you to fly the Milano ship, which is actually pretty cool. As you escape the planet, you're immediately stopped by the Nova Corps, basically just space police. You're detained, and if you're Peter, you get flamed by a child.
Aren't you a little young for the Corps?
Aren't you a little old for that hairdo?
A golden man named Raker pulls up here. This is foreshadowing, by the way. As you are taken around the station, and when suddenly an explosion occurs, which is when you have to save the girl. Oh yeah, her name is Nikki. That's really important. She's a really important character in this game. After saving her, you stroll around the ship and you find Corel. She is the captain, coincidentally at the same time, Peter's ex-girlfriend. Nikki is also Corel's daughter, and after some dialogue, you're left with Corel to negotiate your punishment for trespassing in the prohibited zone.
You know, this reminds me of the last time I was stuck in an elevator. I was with this Shi'ar girl, and she...
Ew! What is wrong with you?
She was a lovely person.
It's actually here when you do some mental math and Peter finds out that he might be Nikki's father.
Ha! Congratulations, Peter Quill. You will make a terrible father.
Corel neither denies nor accepts the Ponder, but she agrees to release the Guardians if they can pay their fine.
I need that money.
Back on the ship, the Guardians decide to visit Lady Hellbender, where you explore a treacherous planet with the Guardians as you seek to sell her either Rocket or Groot, which is actually your decision, to get some money and bust them out afterwards. You get to traverse through the planet a little bit with a bit of combat here and there.
A monster!
And afterwards you arrive to talk to Lady Hellbender. After some awkward flirtation with Drax,
Peter Quill. I believe she is flirting with me.
you'll get a different cutscene depending on who you decide to sell, Rocket or Groot. The Rocket one is a bit more treacherous. After a pretty cool boss fight for one of her monsters, you manage to escape her clutches. But she will be back though, don't worry. She's trying to chase you throughout the story too. When you find the Nova Corps station, it's empty for some reason. After some searching, you find some officers taking out others, and other strange things like rituals and the word the promise is being thrown around. This is the main conflict of the game. After you escape this place, you flee to a planet nowhere to visit Cosmo, a powerful space dog. Not before Rocket and Groot ditch you.
And that's why I'm leaving.
Brian, wait!
Well, hold on a second.
Because Rocket is angered on the decisions you made on the station. But not to worry, a boss fight and some walking later and you're all reunited. Cosmo informs you of a mission connected to the Raker guy from earlier, to which he sent teams that never came back. The Guardians agree to check it out for him, as he takes you there via magical hand. As you arrive to this new ship, you find out what's actually going on. And looking through the logs, you find some more Easter eggs and clues as to what happened to the missing Nikki and Corel.
So, Drax's criminal record is pretty big.
That is what your mother said.
However, after you're caught by Raker, he takes you to the ship where he informs you of Faith Energy.
There were more of you. The little one is missing.
Perhaps he died like your son.
Which is taken by people who have converted to the Promise. Here, we learn that the Promise is actually different for everyone. An illusion that if you accept, you get those that you have lost. Peter Quill sees his mother, Gamora sees her sister.
It was that you were in love with? It sounds more like her.
Her? That's ridiculous. Do not bring me into this.
Knock it off!
Drax saw his daughter and wife, you get the idea. But who's the person actually channeling all this? That's actually Nikki from before. She's actually accepted her own promise, and she's actually angered when you reject hers. In Nikki's promise, Corell tells you as a ghost that you have to actually stop and free Nikki from her promise because it's really not real. After some more combat and busting out of this ship, Gamora might escape with Raker's arm depending on if you let her chase after Raker, and you seek help from the world mind of the Nova Corps. When they don't help you, and they might help you towards the end if you pick the right dialogue, when they don't help you out, you and your crew have a bit of an argument, and there's a lot of tensions flaring.
You fucking piece of shit!
And the crew is really just taken aback. Drax is the one hit the most, and he says he doesn't really want to talk. After you take a nap, you find out Drax has actually accepted the promise. So you explore another new planet with Mantis to help cure him from the promise. After more exploring and team bonding, you meet a guy who won't shut up, Adam Warlock.
I can't stand that bitch!
Together with him, you manage to free Drax from the promise. Here, as we go back outside, you see Raker and his crew are spreading as they took over that magical hand from earlier, so now they have access to basically anywhere they'd like to spread their promise. The Guardians decide that in order to guard the galaxy,
He said it! He said it!
they'll need an army. They decide to try to make it up to Lady Hellbender by capturing one of the greatest beasts of all the galaxy, Fin Fang Foom. After some exploring of the planet and some more team bonding, you capture Fin Fang Foom. And Lady Hellbender is convinced by the team to fight alongside them. This gets you to the end game, where you experience some amazing fighting between Raker's army and throughout his ship with the help of Lady Hellbender and Cosmo in his flying brain planet.
The greatest thing I have ever seen in my life!
Eventually, you catch up with Raker and Nikki along with Adam Warlock. After a really emotional cutscene with you inside Nikki's promise to try to free her from it, Corell's ghost tells you that you are not in fact the father. Afterwards, you convince Nikki to reject the promise, and Nikki herself is actually left with some pretty cool powers as a hero. And now it's the boss fight time, as you have to take down Raker.
No, you will. From the bottom of my heart, man to man, fuck your story.
After defeating Raker, you get a happy ending with a parade in your honor, and the team is recognized as heroes. In order to defeat Magus itself, which is the source of the promise, Adam Warlock had to really just eat him, basically. But wait, it ain't over just yet. Just when you think it's over, in the credits, you get a mid-credit scene. Adam Warlock absorbed Magus, which is causing some funny feelings in his stomach.
Lucrative suggestion. You okay there, Gold Bond?
It is irritating indigestion. Nothing of note.
Okay. Well, there's a bathroom in the back if you need it.
But you'll have to play the game yourself if you want to know how the final battle ends, because I don't want to spoil the whole thing. I want you to actually go play it by for yourself and know what happens throughout the end of the story. Now, what do I have to say about this game itself? It definitely lived up to expectations of Guardians of the Galaxy. I really like the Guardians of the Galaxy movies, and I have to say this game really did it justice in game form. The game itself had some very powerful moments in the game, some funny, some very emotional, and really the landscape of this game is beautiful, well designed, and it's just really good. And of course, the comedy in here just keeps you going, keeps you laughing throughout the game. And it's just a fun game to play along. There's no microtransactions, no DLCs, it's just a one-time purchase and you play the game itself and the story. I would definitely love to see this Guardians of the Galaxy game get some more love and maybe even get a sequel, because I think it's very underrated and more people should probably go out and play it because I had a really good time playing. That's going to end the video right there. I'll definitely have a new upload for the next, 3 weeks. It won't be an old video. Probably going to do my history with sports. So that's one of the personal things, and it'll just be like, me in sports when I was growing up, and I'll talk a little bit about that. With that being said, Mighty 20 gets you 20% off Defining Athletics. Have a great day, work hard, be mighty.